you. Good morning. It's a beautiful morning here in Easton. We had a wonderful drive across the Chesapeake Bay this morning. We're so happy to be here. And as you heard, our duo is called Magpie, but we have our own names. Over here is Terry. I'm Greg, so everybody say good morning, Terry. Good morning.
And of course, this is my best friend and my husband, and his name is Greg. Say, good morning, Greg.
Good morning, Greg.
Our program has a name too. It's called Living Planet. And we're going to ask you to sing not just with your voices, but with your hands and some sign interpretation. So shake out those hands, show me those thumbs. Say, Living Planet.
Here we are in Maryland with the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, and which is one of the largest estuaries in the whole world. It's an amazing estuary system. In fact is the estuary, the Chesapeake Bay estuary begins way up in upstate New York where Terry and I live. But you know what? It's really kind of important to remember that crabs and fish, like rockfish, they need trees.
Show me your trees.
Yeah, they do. They need
Does anybody
trees.
know why they need trees? Anybody here? Yes. How about you, young woman? Yes. To hide. Well, that's a good answer.
No,
Yes.
they don't need to hide trees.
Oxygen. Very much so.
Oxygen is part of the reason. Yeah. There's another really.
Yes, young lady right here. Pardon me? Tissues? No.
I'll tell you what it is.
Well, we'll tell you.
I'll tell you what it is.
Put your hands down.
Trees, particularly forests, not just an occasional tree, but, well, they're important too, but forests are really, really important to the health of an estuary habitat like that Chesapeake Bay and all of the streams that flow into the bay. And the reason that they're so important is because when trees are so many of them are together, their root system holds the soil in place. And if you don't have that, what you end up with is what we call siltation. If all you had was grass and all you had was streets and parking lots, all the dirt that gets onto them just washes right down into the gutter, and it washes right down into the stream, and it washes right down into the bay. And that siltation is really a problem for animals that live in the water, like fish, crabs, oysters, and of course the other animals that depend on the fish, like the osprey. So trees are really, really important to the animals that live in the water. So forest habitat is really important for Chesapeake Bay habitat. So, and including the animal we're about to sing about, which is Calinectus sapidus.
Here, take your hands like this. Say Keela. That's what you really call the claws of a blue crab. Now say Calinectus sapidus.
Calinectus sapidus.
That is the Latin name for the blue crab, and all it means is the beautiful swimmer that tastes good. Now take those Keela. Now when the Keela are to the right, it actually swims to the left. But when the Keela are to the left, it actually swims to the right.
So it's, wait a minute, it's sort of going sideways.
Right.
And kind of backwards too, because they put their legs over there, but they're moving over there. And they're putting their legs over there, and they're moving over there, backwards and sideways.
Yes.
Now imagine, yeah, it's a little weird, don't you think? I mean, imagine if you had to walk around backwards and sideways all the time. Yeah? Your friends might think you were a little strange. They'd probably go, hey man, you are loco. And that is locomotion.
That's where the word comes from. Show me your arms like this, say locomotion. Now these crabs have 6 little legs for walking and 2 little paddles for swimming, and those paddles are called swimmerettes. Say swimmerettes. Now we're going to sing about the blue crab, but can you tell us about any other species of crabs that you know about besides the blue crab? What other species do you know about? Young lady here? King crab in the back, yes? Japanese spider crab. Over here. Pardon me? Ghost crab. Excellent. Over here. Horse crab. I'm glad you mentioned that because a horseshoe crab is not really a crab.
It's not a true crab.
No, it is a member of the arachnid family. It's a spider, but it looks so much like a crab, we call it a crab. One more over here. Did you think of one? Yes, right here. Snow crab. And put your hands up. I am so impressed with how many crabs you know. But did you know there's over 6,000 species of crabs that we know about? And I want to tell you something special. Our friend, Dr. Carol Baldwin from the Smithsonian, she just discovered 6 new species of fish off the Galapagos Islands, so there's so much to know about the oceans that we don't know. But we're going to tell you a secret. Today, we're going to tell you about the smallest crab in the whole world, and the biggest crab
in the whole world. The biggest crab in the whole world is that Japanese spider crab you mentioned. The Japanese spider crab, when it's fully grown, can be 12 feet from leg tip to leg tip. 12 feet across. I'll show you what 11 feet looks like. Terry and I did this. We measured this just so we would know what it looked like. When I stretch my arms out like this, and then I touch her finger in the middle, from my left hand waving over here to her right hand waving over there, that's 11 feet. The crab is even bigger than that. Wow.
The smallest crab in the whole world lives right here in the Chesapeake Bay. And it spends its whole life inside of an oyster shell. It's only the size of a little green pea, so it's called a... That's right.
A crab, and because it lives its whole life inside the oyster shell with the oyster, it's also called an oyster crab. Smallest crab in the whole world, right here in Maryland.
So get out those Keela. You can help us sing and dance the Blue Crab Blues. Here we go. We'll sing.
1, 2, 3, 4! Pollution is killing me. Now don't you try to grab me, or I'll pinch you with my paw,
And it's gonna hurt too.
don't you try to grab me, or I'll pinch you with my claw.
And it's not gonna be pretty.
Don't you mess with me, or I'll be the crabbiest crab you ever saw. And I go locomote to the left, a locomote to the right, a locomote in the day, locomote all night. I got the crab locomotion, I go from side to side. Well, I'm down to the bottom, trying to find me a place to hide.
Nice beat. Nice big, loud, steady beat. You got it.
Now let me tell you all about my cousins. There's a Dungeness crab, the Alaskan pig. There's a Japanese spider. They all have quite a sting. There's a hermit crab that hides out in some other shell. I got so many cousins, too many for me to tell. It's not easy to be a crustacean in the blue. No, it's not. It's not easy to be a crustacean in the blue, and I'll tell you why. While you're trying to find some dinner, everyone's trying to make dinner out of you. So you go locomote to the left, a locomote to the right, locomote in the day, locomote all night. I got the crab locomotion, and a fabulous audience. Thank you so much for singing with us so well. And don't forget,
Earth Day is every day.
We'll see you later.